I'm Tascal Donald Kenneth McLean, and I'm from the Isle of Skye, and I was born in Dundee, the city of discovery it's known as, and I was born in Ninewells Hospital, and I am 20 years old. Here are some of my pals that I like to hang around sometimes, and they're quite good buddies to have around. That's reception, that's the offices, and this is where I do my life skills.
The transition year, which should be happening now, has kind of come to a halt because we don't know what we're heading for. But in the meantime, Tascal still attends the college once a week, and I've been literally all over the countryside looking at various possibilities. And because of Tascal's needs with his epilepsy and autism, he needs a setup with a fairly substantial infrastructure. There are one or two things in the Highlands that we do, but maybe for a day a week. We need accommodation, we need evening things, we need highly qualified carers. And I'm afraid I'm not finding it in the Highlands. So I've looked at things down in the Glasgow area. And I don't want him to go to too many new things at once, because he can't cope with that. And that again would cause his epilepsy probably to get worse again.
And about my epilepsy, I actually find it really a pain, because sometimes I get quite bad headaches sometimes, and sometimes I don't feel well after them. Like sometimes I get a sore stomach, and sometimes if I have a really big one, it means I have a bug or something, and I would feel sick. And I remember being in the square in Portree, and I actually had a seizure in the middle of the square, and the pipemen were about to play, and then I had my fit, and so everyone came and helped. So then taken up to my local hospital in an ambulance, which I didn't remember because I was fast asleep. So other than that, here's one of my other pals, and here we have the sports on, and that's the maths room.
Well, up until he was 17, he went to Portree High School. I'd actually wanted him to come here earlier than that, but because of funding issues, he stayed there until he was 17, when they finally agreed that if he stayed on, he would regress, which is an unfortunate position to be in. So it was becoming a case of, the classic inclusion is exclusion. He was really socially isolated. So when I'd visited the school several times beforehand, I thought this is the place for Tascal.
And this is the staff room where the staff hang out, and then we've got the art and English room there, and then this is where we hang out sometimes. I would like to live outside Glasgow, even though I would like to live in a flat or house, because it'd be quite good to but I wouldn't like to live alone, because I know that wouldn't suit me, because I always like company, and I don't like to be alone, because I would feel sad and upset, and I have quite good things in my life, like I broadcast on my local radio, Coolin FM, which is named after the famous Coolin Mountains on Skye. I've got lots of nice carers from my school, at the school, and I find it a pest that they have to go everywhere with me, and sometimes I want to act like a 20-year-old boy, and I feel I'm treated like a baby, and I don't like that. And I am quite a nice lad, and I also like girls, and I find them very attractive. But school, I like music, and I love my music, even though paperwork is quite good sometimes, but it's sometimes a bit boring. But I've actually played at Braemar twice with the Skye Pipe Band, and we've played in amongst other bands, and I've also played for the Queen, which is quite an honour.
Certainly within the school, the new school here, absolutely. I mean, this is just a great place for the individual and for the teamwork. But as far as, it always gets back to this horrible funding word, and I feel very much there. He's barely a name. He's a number and an amount of money. I'm afraid the people who make the final decisions, in my opinion, really don't understand the problems, and that investment is not a thing that comes to mind. I do try and tell them, look, I appreciate you spending a lot of money on sending Tascal or allowing Tascal to come to the school, and just look at the progress, look at this, and it would be a crime if that was all undone. We've got built up this momentum. It would be terrible if it just stopped. So I just want to find something that will challenge Tascal. So I want him to get up in the morning thinking, I want to do this, I need to do this, and then I'm going to come home at night and I'm going to have a good time with friends. I mean, he should have the chance to do that like every other young person. And that's what we're trying to do. Epilepsy Scotland, I've got some good leads from them. I had a very interesting meeting this week. Things that I probably would never have heard about.
And other than that, hope to have good things in my future. So I hope to enjoy college life and earn my own living. So get a job. So.